So, first thoughts, trailer, Austin, what did you think of it?
At first, I was a little lackluster about it until I started diving into what was actually in the trailer, what it all meant, the new features that are going to be available, and learning about more of the new multiplayer game modes. I'm a little more excited. Obviously, it wasn't a traditional trailer. It was more of like gameplay footage, which is fine. And it felt more like Bad Company in a way. Like certain tones of it had this vibe of Bad Company, which is kind of nice to kind of change up the traditional World War II. What we know, our perception of World War II in a video game. So I'm actually kind of excited more so than I was on the onset of the actual release. So
yeah. I am too as well, because like when I first saw the trailer, I felt like
what is this?
You know, last year
what are we watching?
When Call of Duty's trailer came out, it was like, what is this nonsense? And then when Battlefield's trailer came out, we're like, yes, Battlefield is king.
Right.
And this year, I felt like both. I mean, like Call of Duty's trailers are just Call of Duty's trailers,
right?
But I feel like
talking about Modern Warfare, trailer, by the way, or not Modern Warfare, I'm talking about Infinite Warfare.
No, I'm talking about Black Ops 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about last year. You said last year.
I was last year. Now I'm talking about now this year.
I was clarifying.
Black Ops 4 came out and dropped their trailers, and they were just Call of Duty again. Like same kind of trailers, except they did introduce the Battle Royale mode and stuff like that. But the trailers still look like Battle or Call of Duty trailers.
Right.
And then with Battlefield 1, I actually felt like it almost looked like a Call of Duty multiplayer trailer at first. A little bit with the high intensity action, the higher frame rate kind of speed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I see
saw it now.
Hints of that.
So we just watched it, and I see that now. I see what you're saying. At first, I was like, "What are you talking about, Call of Duty? Like total Battlefield all the way."
Yeah.
Like, but you hit, yeah.
But then as it went on, it opened up and expanded the world more, and you could see the planes coming in. You could see like the air raids. You could see the fast-paced action and intensity. And like what's so cool about Battlefield is the vehicular combat and the explosions and the sounds, and like I mean their sounds are so good. The sound design's fantastic, and this one it definitely feels like it's no exception for sure.
Oh yeah.
And they had a hint. One thing that I thought was weird about the trailer is like they had a subtle hint of the Battlefield theme music in there, in the background. But don't you feel like they should have like exaggerated that a little bit more? Because there was a point where it showed up, like you could barely hear it for about 2 seconds, and then it was gone.
I don't even remember what you're talking about. I don't
exactly.
Remember that.
Yeah. Like, head on over to thegamer.net for our full podcast episode for our weekly game impressions and top headlines of the week.
That's one of me doing an interview. Here's one of all of us. We'll make some cool things.
Brett's also right here.
Like this video, subscribe, keep up with all the latest video game news and opinions that you care about right here on The Inner Gamer.